Beyond the Rift, starring the ever lovable I'm a Cutie Pie. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up. I'm a Cutie Pie. Joining here today, your wonderful host. Look at that. I'm a Cutie Pie, ladies and gentlemen. If you do not know who I am, world-renowned ADC, known for his devilish good looks and his devilish skill. Joining me on my right today is the one and only.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Scar here. I was on a team with this guy way back when we both still played competitively. I do interviewing, I do content creation, I do everything under the sun. I'm glad to be here with you guys today, joined by the one and only I'm a Cutie Pie to present to you episode. What episode is it?
Episode number 11, my friend.
No, it's 12. There's no
12. Is it really 12? Fuck. Whatever. All right, then. Sky, I just want to know, is there anything that you can't do? Because you've done it all. You've played professionally, you've coached professionally, you've analyzed professionally, and you've shoutcasted professionally.
I mean, I can't juggle, so that's one of my faults, but I do not have many. So I guess you could say I'm a jack of all trades, but also a master of all.
Wow, so you just do it all then?
Absolutely.
That is impressive, Dan. Well, if he can do it all, you guys can too. And part of doing it all is joining us on our live Q&A on Discord, dude. We're holding a Q&A on Discord, dude. A wonderful place to go and communicate your thoughts about Beyond the Rift. So definitely go ahead.
Okay.
You're going to want to go hop on over to the Discord because we're going to have some quality conversation with you guys. And thank you also to Bloody. Wonderful company that allows us to do the things that we do here. So let's get it underway then, Scar. Are you ready for topic number 1?
Dude, I'm ready, but real quick, your chat's going crazy saying that I'm a little bit too low and you're a little bit too high. So you may want to adjust some stuff before, you know, this is the real deal.
Adjust some stuff. All right, let me adjust some stuff real quick. Let me hey, can you talk on Skype real quick?
Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3.
Yeah, can you
Scar here from this.
Wait, no, can you all right, wait.
Action-packed interview with yours truly.
All right, enough of that. Can you fucking mute on Discord and put your voice on Skype? All right, that shit doesn't help. Just fucking go on Discord. I just have to turn you up. You're already at 200%, but I'll turn you up even higher, dude. Fucking louder.
Okay.
You're gonna be coming in hot, buddy.
I will be coming in hot.
You're gonna be coming in real hot, but you know what? That's the beauty of it, is a little bit of experimentation, right? Okay,
Absolutely.
Let me hear you talk, dude.
Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3.
You sound fucking perfect now. Holy shit.
I'm Scar here from Scar Incorporated.
Scar, you are fucking sounding excellent, my friend. Give me a testing again.
1 2 3. Testing.
Thumbs up, dude. All right, let's get it underway. Then topic number 1, Scar. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Then let's get it on. Topic number 1. This one's affecting mainly me. Are you Challenger yet?
Yeah, what? I've been Challenger for like 2-3 weeks.
Shit, dude. Come on, I was supposed to have that up on you.
Come on, man. You still got 4 accounts, man. I'm getting my second one in soon.
Fair enough. So topic number 1. How hyped are you for the Challenger physical rewards, dude?
I love it, dude. I had the information, the knowledge, but I had to keep it secret for a couple of weeks before it got announced. It got announced. I know. I actually am very incentivized to play a lot. And if you look at Challenger games right now, the people are trying really hard to get really toxic when they lose.
Dude, I'm getting really toxic when I lose. I fucking love it, dude. I haven't had this thrill of toxicity in a while. Just living on the edge, dude. The border between permabanned and fucking playing another game, man. I love it.
Yeah, Dom rides that line quite hard.
Yeah, that shit is fucking... Dude, that shit's so fun. I'm pretty happy that they're adding Challenger physical rewards, though. Like, I think that they've needed it for a while, and it's about, like, fucking time that they did it. Because, I mean, I don't want to say Challenger is kind of pointless, but
it's kind of pointless. I feel you.
Yeah, it's basically pointless. Like the people that like people already know who's good on the ladder. It doesn't matter if oh shit, a fresh up and comer in the challenging ladder. It's like, who gives a shit, dude? Like, who cares about this guy? So at least now you have master players that are like, hey, dude, I want to get challenger and really improve now. So
I think anything that makes people want to play more and want to play better is a good thing. I'm really glad Riot did this.
Yeah. What do you think of the medallion, though? Do you know anything about the medallion?
I haven't seen it, but it's probably very similar to the medallion that Riot gives people who go to Worlds. So they're essentially saying if you're top 10 in your region, you're the equivalent of a world championship caliber player.
Wait, so do you know if they... So I was fucking with my chest. So the place that Riot gets their, like, trophies from is some, like, French, like, fucking Smith shop or some shit. Are they gonna make the medallions from those guys? Do you know anything, like, any of the details? Because I'm fucking hoping.
For all I know, Mark Merrill goes to the workshop and makes them by hand. Like, I have no idea. I hope that's the case, though. Dude,
I just know that, like, you remember when Riot, like, so they do like player, what are those called, player meetings? Do you know? Player summits.
Player summits, yes.
Yeah, they do the player summits and they always end it with like a gift. And no offense I love the gifts, dude, but some of them were like a little subpar, you know what I mean? So like if the medallion ends up being one of those like mass produced pieces of shit, I want to get ranked 10 or top 10, so I'm grinding for that. But if I grind for that and then it just ends up being some piece of crap like thing, I'll be so upset.
Then you can cry in the 4 challenger jackets you're gonna receive in spring.
Yeah, those 4 challenger jackets. I'm pretty happy about that though. Like I hope that they should have made it. So my only complaint too is they should have made the top 10 like top 50 at least. You know?
No. I wanted them to split it out to where they recognize like top 3, top 10, top 50,
top 3. What could they possibly do for top 3? They have to give them like
I'm down if they like just swagged it out and they were just like, here's a trophy for you, and it's similar to the Summoners
Cup. Dude, of course you're down for it. You're not fucking paying for it. Dude, I'm down if they gave me $1 million for hitting challenger.
Come on, dude. They came out with those recent anime skins, the Star Guardian skins. Tell me that I'm making money hand over fist. You saw that?
Probably making bank off
they're
that
making $1.8 billion supposedly this year.
The Star Guardian skins are probably half that shit.
Yeah, if they need more money, just release another anime. I promise you, people will eat that up. They can release like Schoolgirl Ari version 7, and then like boom, that's your money.
Dude, they just have to do a recolor, a chroma. I'm telling you, that's the next skin that comes out, a chroma of the Schoolgirl Ari. I'm calling it right now, chat. But yeah, I'm pretty happy what they did to Challenger. I hope that they keep doing more incentives. Like another thing I'd like to see is maybe like cut the Challenger season in half. So it's like to incentivize the climb more, because it kind of stalls out early on where people just don't really care about the ladder at all. So
yeah, I mean, I talked about this like I think on the first or second episode, where it's just like anytime there's a long competitive season, the middle is like the worst. It's just no one cares, and then near the beginning, near the end, people care a lot. So if they want to have these very elongated seasons, they need to have like monthly rewards for people who stay in Challenger. I think they're gonna think about doing that for next year. I don't know any specifics about it, but that's what I've heard through the grapevine.
Yeah, I think a monthly reward would be. That would be, dude, Riot, if you made a monthly reward, you would at least be making my day, and that's all that counts, right? So I would appreciate that. But anything else you want to say about the Challenger physical rewards?
Nah, I'm good, dude. Let's keep going.
Riot, thumbs up, man. Keep that shit up. From every Challenger player in my chat. Let's go to the next topic now. Major changes for Assassins have been announced, including Cat, Talon, Rengar, and LeBlanc. Dude, you've tried out. You have a YouTube video, right? What's your YouTube? Where's your YouTube at, first of all?
It's Scar Official, the YouTube, and I have a
yeah, just talk about this for a while, though.
What? You're leaving? All right. Well, anyways, Riot let me playtest in the cat, and it was really nice, actually. Because I think the current cat really sucks, and a lot of the reason why she sucks is because she's really bad at laning. partially because she has absolutely horrible health base health regen, and so one of the biggest changes that wasn't announced in the decision to rework Cat is that I think they're upping her base health regen by almost double. But
wait, they're doubling her base health regen?
Yeah, wait, you're not supposed to be back yet. Yeah, they are, because she's so bad in lane. Like,
yeah, I know her laning phase is trash. I've actually seen a little bit of her. She actually looks pretty decent. Like, did you talk about the daggers and stuff?
No. That's a cool thing. Like, leaves the daggers on the ground when it essentially allows you to do your W sinister, your old W, the sinister steal every time you pick up the dagger. I think it allows the champion itself is harder to play, and it allows you to think more about playing the champion, and that's all good. Like, I have no problems with any of the reworks. I like them all. The Talon parkour thing seems kind of
Talon looks fucking weird, dude. I was watching that too, where he's like double jumps, right? Like one's a short hop and then one's a long hop, or how's that work?
He's got like parkour that can go over walls. This is E, and then his Q now jumps to the target, or if you're already in melee range, it crits, guaranteed crits. So it's just really strange. I think everything's good. The only thing I'm a little bit worried about is I don't know why they decided to just make Rengar God mode. Some of the stuff they're doing for Rengar, he gets movement speed on every spell cast. His W heals. It's Echo ulti. It heals 50% of the damage you took in the last 1.5 seconds. And also it makes you immune to CC and breaks any CC you have.
Wait, his W? Wait, yeah, so it's like Olaf ulti where you can cast it if you're in the middle
of... Yes, and it heals you like Echo ulti. So I'm just like, did one champion really need like 3 things on top of it? Probably not, but...
Probably, yeah, man. Why not? That makes sense.
I mean, I love playing against an unCCable assassin that gets movement.
I mean, dude, I don't give a shit because it just makes it so if this shit comes out, I just have something to ban other than junglers every single game. So like, I'm just gonna perma ban them.
I'll be completely honest. I think people are overhyping the assassin rework. Like, I don't think any of these champions are gonna be super godly top tier.
Wait, you were just overhyping the Rengar?
No, well, I'm saying like I think the actual mechanics are insane. I don't know if one champion should have that many things. But just in general, I feel like it's not going to be like, wow, you're going to see Assassin every game. Like, you're going to see that because it's a new thing and people want to try it out. But more than likely, half of them are still probably not going to be able to be played. Just because laning phase is so important right now.
Well, what do you think of the lethality changes, or the changes to armor penetration?
It's weird. I'm going to need to see what happens in the game. I feel like they had an okay system and then they just scrapped it. And I'm just like, well, okay. So they did like a really high risk thing where they scrapped their existing armor pen system and they're trying something new. More power to them. It's just a lot of work to make it work.
Yeah, I don't know why they ended up doing that. Like I never said to oh my god, this guy's got so much armor This isn't fair. He's just penetrating all my. What is this, dude? I don't know why they did lethality.
It's like, if you want a counter armor pen, you buy a cloth armor. Like, come on. It counters like 2 armor pen items. Like, Youmuu's armor pen gets negated by a 300 gold buy. Like, I didn't think it was a problem. I just felt like a lot of times when people are against a lot of ADs, they get mad that they get one shot when they buy no defensive items. It's like, excuse me?
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that, but I guess we'll see. Anything else like LeBlanc or...
I just think it's weird that they reworked LeBlanc. I thought she was fine.
Yeah, I think she was fine too. I mean, I could understand why, because she's kind of like a pub stomper, and maybe they're like, I don't really like this, but yeah.
Yeah, but I just think it's funny that the stuff of the reworks that they didn't talk about is like the Zed rework. If he ultis someone and he kills them, or if he kills anyone, he steals a portion of their AD permanently.
Wait, permanently?
Like yeah, he gains.
Wait, he doesn't steal it though. He just like gains.
He just gains it, right? Okay. Right. So it's like they removed his W, and now like if he like kills Jhin, he'll get like 100 AD on the kill. So I think that's just really.
Wait,
funny.
It's a percentage. It's not like flat.
I think it's a percentage of their. Overall.
Wait, that's fucking stupid. There's no.
I mean, don't talk to me, man. That's
I can't wait to see some of this stuff. I love when Riot does like major changes, because again, I think a major thing with League that makes it so fun is it's just always so different season to season. So I mean, I won't say anything. I won't flame him for it yet. But if it turns out that Rengar is fucking on my ass 24/7, just one-shotting me, CC immune, just 100% movement speed, just running my ass down, then I'm gonna have some problems. But
yeah, I mean, I'm on the end where I'm playing the champions that are doing that to you, so I'm happy. But yeah, the AD role sometimes is a very unforgiving role, especially because they're usually on the tail end of getting assassinated.
yeah, my favorite too is the people that use the fucking argument. Dude, ADs always complain, dude. But you know what? Every meta, there's always an AD. It's like, no shit, dude. It's the only role that can take the only purpose for a ranged carry is to take fucking towers, man. Fuck you, want. I hate that argument so much, but I hear it so often. It just triggers me, dude. But whatever. Anything else about assassins?
I am good to go.
All right, then let's go on to the next one. Ladies and gentlemen, topic number 3. Many junglers have claimed the current jungle in solo queue is fairly brainless. Do you agree? Oh, hell yeah, dude. Jungle's such a stupid... Jungle's a stupid role, and it's a fucking overpowered role. What do you...
I think the exact same thing. I think part of the reason why they're trying to add plants into the game is because at the highest level of play, competitive play, jungling is actually really cool. Like, it's really nice. But I think for all other aspects of play, when you jungle, a lot of it is you don't want to ever gank pre-4. Like, you don't want to gank before level 6. Because if you do, and you give up a quadra of your jungle to blow a flash, you lose the game. Like, you lose all pressure for, like, the next 5-10 minutes. I think it's really dumb that, like, all the junglers that are top tier right now realize that you don't do level 3 ganks unless it's like a guaranteed kill, and even if it is, they have to also be playing like with a world's player so they know he can snowball while the jungler falls behind, or else all they do is they just farm till 6. I think that's pretty brainless. I don't know. Like,
I mean, I just feel like the camps give too much gold and too much experience. Like my biggest problem with jungle is that. So I'll be laning and I'll have like a 2-kill advantage. It doesn't matter because I'm never going to think, yeah, I'm going to just 2v3. I'm just going to kill the jungler when he comes out. It's like, this guy's going to kill my ass. He could be 0-0-0 and I have a 2-kill advantage. He's just going to kill my ass if I'm out of position. Like, I don't think a jungler should be able to just have that much power over a laner.
Yeah, I think the same way. Like, I think that before, as a mid laner, it used to be like, if the jungle ganks me and I'm ahead, I'm just gonna 2v1. But now it's like, if the jungle ganks me, I'm probably gonna die.
Yeah, he just murders. Like, he just does all your fucking health. He has no... He's got like a jungle... He's got red smite and it does like true damage and just kills your ass. It's like, okay, that was cool.
Yeah, I just don't think it's possible for you to be able to turn jungle ganks effectively now, and it feels really bad. Like, that the strength of jungling, I think this is the first time where jungle has been like the #1 role, especially in ranked, and like the #2 role is split between, I feel, support and mid lane. And I think that's like, this is the lowest that mid lane's ever been in like importance, in my opinion. At #2, usually mid lane is like the most important role for good reason, right? It's the
mid lane's like is the most important.
It affects the entire map. You have the potential to take over the game. But it's just really strange to me that the jungle role somehow became like the highest priority role. And it shows because all the players who are playing for Scouting Grounds just choose jungle, like jungle priority or like AD jungle, because they know that they can win with jungle more than they can with Phil. And I think that's pretty depressing, actually.
Yeah, jungle is just such a it's such an oppressive role because you can pretty much just zone someone out. Like, once you start snowballing on a champion like Olaf, God forbid you're top lane, dude. Because once Olaf gets rolling, it's like, well, I'm getting towered up. He's just going to kill me under the tower 100-0. Tower's just beating on him the entire time. Doesn't matter. All he's got is his fucking Cinder Hulk, and he's just got like 3k health with Strength of Age. I don't know. I just feel like jungle is just... It just has way too, like, do you have a problem with Strength of Ages? I think that shit's broken as hell.
It's already getting removed next season. It's just way too cost efficient. It's like people did...
Wait, it's getting removed?
Yeah, it's getting removed completely, and now it's like if you use an ability that shields you, you gain like if you do something that heals you, you gain an additional shield or something. But like Strength of Ages is literally getting removed next season. So
thank God, man.
Yeah, I don't like it because it's like, well, unless you're playing against worse players and you can take Thunderlords, usually Strength of the Ages is just the go-to for jungle.
It doesn't even, like, why would you take that? Like, Strength of the Ages is just better at, like, every point. Like, it's just such a stupid free 300 health. Like, who wouldn't want that?
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it being a game, but I think they realize a lot of their mistakes, so they're changing a lot in the preseason patch. Like a good example is Elder Dragon duration is really really low right now, and they're adding like I think a full minute onto it next season, and that's like a really big change because right now Elder Dragon I think is terrible, and you could just like outlast the duration because it's just really bad.
Yeah, Elder Dragon. Like, I'd never trade Elder Dragon for Baron because it's just you
No.
just wait out Elder Dragon. That's
Yeah.
worthless. Yeah.
Oh God.
So for jungle though, do you think that overall it's a pretty okay role? Do you think it should get really big nerfs or anything or no?
I think that if you want jungle to be the most impactful role in the on the game, I have to feel like the jungler player is playing really well. And some of the times I can't tell if they're playing really well or if they're just like farming. And
Yeah,
I think
I feel like if you're permaban, like, you know how it is. If all the bans at Challenger are literally just junglers that power
Six
farm,
jungle bans?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like you ban Nidalee, Graves, Hecarim, fucking
Olaf.
everything, Olaf. I can't even think of all the jungle ban. Like, anything that power farms, just ban that shit. Oh, or Nunu, like. I don't know. I just think, yeah, the farming thing. I loved when junglers had to really think about it. Like, should I jungle? Should I do a little cheese gank? Should I maybe go for an early invade? Do some. It's like, no, I'm just gonna full clear my jungle. Gonna back up, full clear my jungle again. Well, guess there's a gank here. I'll go for it.
I'm level 6 and then well, like you're level 6 and you hit 6 at the same time as the solo lanes, so you just go into one lane and double ulti them. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, I think jungle definitely. If you said nerfs are coming in, dude, or for strength of ages, maybe that'll be enough. But any nerfs to jungler, that's the thumbs up, right? Good shit. So you agree though, jungle's brainless role?
I think it's less smart than it was before. I think that's a pretty big problem because even the junglers, like Acadian, put out a video on it that says essentially what I just said. And like they want to feel good about outplaying the other jungle opponent. Where a lot of the time now it's just like, well, I mean, I farmed and they farmed, but I played Olaf and they played like Lee Sin, so I guess I out farmed him a little bit. And so I just think that it should be a role that requires more skill than currently expected, and they're doing a lot of changes next season to fix that, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy for it. Like, again, there's a problem when if you get a kill, it's basically the same thing as like taking a quadrant of the jungle. Like, one quadrant of it is worth a kill. That's not how jungle should be. But
Yep.
whatever, man. Fuck jungle role. Let's move on to the next topic. Replace practice tools in new clients. Are these helpful as players think they are? I think they're gonna help out a ton. Okay, this is like fucking school. This is like going to school, dude. It's only as helpful. This is what my teachers would always tell me. It's only as helpful as the amount of effort that you're willing to put in. So replays, practice tools, all that shit. It's not gonna change anything for like players that weren't trying before. It's not like, well, let me just open up a replay and just fuck around. Well, obviously my jungler didn't gank right here and then I got ganked and I died, so that's the reason why we lost. Like, that's just not going to help you at all. But for people that are really just trying to improve themselves and focus on like, well, wow, I was really out of position here, I think it'll help. Like, it'll even help me if I want to start looking over replays. It'll do so much having an actual replay system built in instead of going to like a third party thing.
I have a different opinion on this because I remember talking to a couple of people about this, and the one thing that I heard actually that was really interesting was that they and now me, I don't think replays are going to be that important. Or practice tool is really good because you can like sandbox flashes and all that stuff. Just so that when you're getting comfortable with a champion, you can spend like a good 10 to 20 minutes when a new champion comes out and kind of get a feel for them before you get anywhere. But I think replays are. The reality is a lot more toned down than the fantasy, the expectation of it. I think it's because everyone expects a AAA title or like the biggest game in the world to have replays that everyone like cries for replays. Like, we must have replays. But in all honesty, there could be a good chance that when replays come out, the first month is cool. You know, everyone does replays, but I think that there's a strong possibility that a large portion of the player base, like 95% plus of the player base, just won't use it. Or like 99%.
Oh,
plus.
definitely. Like, no one's going to be fucking... Like, I'm not saying that people are going to use replays. I'm saying that people that are really focused on, like, wanting to improve, they'll have the tool. They'll have more tools to do it.
But the people who did that already were using some form of replay system in the first place. So
Yeah,
I
actually,
think
that's true.
Like for instance, I use Plays TV to catch any kind of problems I have during lane or any kind of team fights where I'm just like, what happened there? You know, I go back and use it. I think for those really dedicated people, they already have the tools available, and so this will fit like a very, very narrow niche. And I think that, yeah, people expect it. It's great, but I don't think it's as important as people really say, or really like the complaints for it were very much, I feel like, overboard.
Yeah, no, I agree actually, because yeah, if people really wanted to improve, they probably would have had the replays already. Like most pro players, it's not like, well, guess I'm never gonna do replay analysis until Riot fucking adds a replay system. They just do it themselves, and like, I mean, it would help someone like me because honestly, I'm too lazy to do it my fucking self. So like having it in the client would be like, okay, nice, dude. I'm just going to fucking load up a replay. Oh, nice, dude. I can check it out right here. So, I mean, yeah, it'll help some people. I agree with you. I don't think like, I mean, dude, like what is the percentage of bronze and silver players? It's like fucking like 80%. Yeah, like it's some ridiculous percent of the community. Do I think any bronze silver players are going to look over replays? Hell no, dude. Like, they're not going to use that shit at all. But it's still something that helps to, at least I think it'll help to like elevate the level of play, at least hopefully, and people will what?
I think it'll be helpful. Like, I think it's a nice feature to have, but it got super overblown. Like when people were demanding replays, I felt that was like,
yeah, people were demanding it like it'd be a fucking video editor. Like you'd be able to make a movie off of your replays. Like you see how Riot does like cinematics for like plays that have. People think like replay system's gonna be, no, dude, it's gonna be you could fucking watch your game over. Like it's nothing crazy, but yeah, I think it'll help. It'll still help like some people.
Fair enough, and I agree with that.
Yeah, I'm Riot. You did good with replay. Practice tool, that shit will help out a ton because practice tool is fucking
that's
amazing.
Actually helpful because being able to reset your flash and like being able to figure out animation cancels within the first 20 minutes of the champion helps out a lot.
Dude, do you know? Say, you know, Lucian can dash over the red buff wall, right?
Wait, which one? The thick one on the top side, or like?
Yeah, the top side. He can dash over the red buff wall. So if you're blue side.
Yeah, is it hard? It's like it seems like a really thick wall.
Yeah, no, it's kind of tricky because you have to dash over it diagonally. I was trying to do it like 2 weeks ago, and God, man, Lucian's dash is a fucking like 15-second cooldown. So I had to dash into the wall. Up, guess I'm waiting 15 seconds, and then I do that over and over again for like 4 minutes until I finally figured it out. So having the practice tool, I could have done what I did in 4 minutes and like fucking. Like 30 seconds.
Did you remember where there's a spot where Vayne can tumble over the
shit got fixed already, but yeah.
Yeah, but I actually spent like an hour during the day it got announced doing that. And I was like, it'd be really nice if I just was able to like, I don't know, like stuff like that, to be able to really just like fine tune positioning things and mechanic stuff on champions really helps.
Yeah, I think that stuff like that will definitely be used a lot more than the replay system, because replays, again, like people already have the third-party site, so it doesn't really matter. But practice tools, like I'll probably use that to practice like flash abilitying things and just all kinds of stuff. So I'm pretty hyped for that. But anything else you want to say about these?
I'm excited for the client to not crash on me when I go into a game.
Oh yeah, so, God, I'm so tired. Did you have the client just like bugging the hell out? Oh. Yeah, no, it oofs. God, it's been oofing so much recently. I just want to grab Mark Merrill and just tell him like, dude, come on, man. I just want to play some league. I need my fix, Mark. Let me fucking play. Like, I'll be in a 30-minute queue. Like 5 dodges in, just the 6th dodge happens. Yeah, and then I finally get to the last couple seconds, oofed. And it's just like, You
For
gotta.
me, it happens about once a week, which is okay, but still super frustrating when it
Oh,
happens.
dude, the best thing about getting oofed is it resets your matchmaking timer. So the amount of time that
Yeah.
it's spent like finding the game for you, it's just like go into another 20-minute queue, dude. Just get right back into it. I fucking
Hello?
hate it. Hey,
Okay, sorry, you cut off for a little bit, but
hey, it's all
I
good,
agree with
man.
all your points.
Yeah, I fucking fuck oofing, man. I'm pretty hyped for the client though, but honestly, I'm pretty indifferent overall because the client doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, I mean, making it look prettier is not going to make me play the game more. I already play this game so much. But
Yeah.
I'm just happy that, it won't crash, or hopefully won't crash with us.
Yeah, hopefully. But hey, good job, Bri, with this stuff. Let's move on to the next one. The bot lane meta has changed due to the recent lane swap patch. Like it or hate it? Well,
You tell me, dude.
I love the bot lane, dude. Dude, I've talked about it before. I think we had a question similar to this before, but it was just like I love bot lane when it's focused on just like the 2v2, just winning lane. I mean, sometimes it can be a little frustrating, dude, when you're playing AD and then your support's like a fucking top laner that filled support and he's playing like fucking Ivern and he's just feeding his ass off and he's just having fun with it. But I mean, I enjoy the 2v2 focus, like lane winning part of it a lot, and I'm pretty happy with how the meta's going right now, so definitely a thumbs up from me. Good shit, Riot.
Really? You like the current meta? Okay, before I thought, okay, the way I see it is the viability of champions decreased by a drastic amount. When you enforce the fact that laning is the most important thing in the game, you're left with only lane dominant champions as being able to be played.
Yeah.
Especially at like a high tier level. So like I'm sure you're playing bot lane right now, dude. I can play against like LCS caliber bot lanes, and if I pick Zyra, I can just win. Like,
Yeah,
I
you can just stomp them.
Yeah, and it's disgusting. Like I feel like
What's wrong with that?
there should be a good balance between the two. Do you remember the support meta before?
I feel like there is a balance. Like it's not like Zyra is just the dominant. You can still play tanks.
Really,
I think Alistar is fucking great. Like Alistar, you just clap the Zyra. I mean,
really, I think okay. If Worlds is any indicator, everyone who tried to play Alistar realized that laning was so important. They lost their tower in like 8 minutes.
yeah. I mean, okay. At a competitive setting, I agree. That's just fucking dumb as hell. Because yeah, if you enforce laning being the most important thing, obviously there's gonna be one champion that's better than everything else at laning. Because that's just how League is. It's not like League's a super balanced game. It's like this guy's better at this thing. So he's like Alistar's good at initiating. Zyra's good at winning lane.
Yes.
And it's just like I agree. It does cut down a lot in the diversity if you can't. Oh, he's picking Zyra. Let me pick this thing and then dodge the lane, and then we can go for a late game strat. It's like, well, he's picking Zyra. I guess I have to pick something that's like second tier of laning because if I don't, I'm just gonna get my ass pounded. So,
Yeah, I think it's really bad right now, and part of the reason why it's so bad is I'm still so surprised they haven't toned down the first tower gold. Like, please, why this first tower?
wait,
gold give you
I'm happy that they haven't done it.
really? I think it should give you a little bit, but it shouldn't give you 650 gold. I think it should be something like 500 or 450. 650 gold is more than two kills.
Okay, I can see how it's a little punishing, but I don't know. It just makes it that much more like if you're if I'm snowballing, I want to know that like okay, everything that I did amounts to something. I don't want to take the tower 100 plus 100 gold. Oh yeah, dude, I got 100 gold.
But I'm still saying it should be like 450 gold, which is 200 less than it is now, and you'd still love it because it's more like 1.5 times a kill.
Yeah, but I'd love it more if it was 600 gold.
Yeah, but I'd also love it more if I didn't have a Kaylin every single one of my games that takes my bot lane tower at like 8 minutes. Actually, I had one taken at 6. I'd forgiven take my bot lane tower at 6 minutes, 2 games out of like 10, and I was just like, okay, that's sick, and I think that's crazy. Like it's like I have to play Soul just to be able to roam bot lane at level like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 just to be able to control bot lane. And I think that's
I
fine.
mean, I feel like that might be your bot lane spot. Like, that's the thing again. Like, the better bot laner will usually just win lane. Like, if it's even like two players that actually play support and two players that actually play AD, it's just about who lanes better. Because once you get the tower gold, like, it's just such a jump that you're not really gonna close that gap, and you're just gonna get smashed.
I think it encourages lane dominance too much, and on top of the fact
What's
that like,
wrong with lane dominance, dude?
I'm okay with that. I'm completely, but it like it shattered the bot lane meta. Like I remember before this change, they had like what you had 6 ADs playing competitive, and you had 13 like it was like between like it's like up to 10 supports. You can literally play like any fucking support you wanted. Brahms was seeing a lot, Barb was seeing a lot, Alistar, you had Karma, you had Nami, you had Sona even, you had Soraka, like literally every single support.
Dude, come on, you still see you still see Nami, Karma, Ali.
You see Nami, Karma, Ali, and Zyro, because those are the 4 best supports in the game. But like I feel like the champion diversity has lowered by drastically by like double, like you can pick half the champions before, because if you try to get through lane and you're playing Caitlyn and you're playing like, or they're playing Caitlyn, you're playing like some random champion, like you're not playing a laning support, you just auto lose a lane, and you just auto lose your tower. And
I mean, dude, I play really Blitzcrank, man. I fucking win my lanes, dude. I don't think it's that bad. Like, I agree. Again, a focus on only laning is kind of bad because, yeah, I want to play Jinx sometimes, but realistically, if I'm against Caitlyn Zyra and I pick Jinx, I'm pretty much like inting. Like, that's pretty much me saying, all right, we're going to lose this game and I don't give a shit. But, like, I don't think it's that bad with where it is right now. I think that the meta just needs some time to, like, work itself out, because Zyra is not, okay, Zyra is good, but it's not like she's, okay, okay. She's kind of stupid. She's kind of stupid. Sure? No, she's kind of stupid, and she might need a couple of nerfs. But after that happens, I don't think she's that good where it's just like unbeatable.
Okay. After a couple of nerfs, I agree with you.
Yeah, after just 1 or 2 nerfs, right, on Zyra, and then I think bot lane meta would be like okay. But
all right.
So your final verdict, you like it or you hate it?
I think competitive wise, absolutely hate it. I think in solo queue, I'm not a fan of it. I can abuse it because anyone who plays Caitlyn Zyra just shoves like an idiot, and I just get free ganks on bot lane. But I'm not a fan of it in ranked either. But you're the bot lane main, so like you telling me you like it, maybe I was a little bit too harsh in my initial judgment.
Yeah, I like it, dude. Riot Games, you make it bot lane focused, and I'm okay with that. That gets the thumbs up from me. Good stuff on that. Let's move on to the next one now. So we're going to go back now on the quarterfinal predictions that we had did. This is bullshit because Yuna wins 4-0, and then it says Scar and I'm a cutie pie tie 3-1. But come on, dude, you really going to count my faith in fucking Albus? Not like I knew that. Come on. Like, seriously, who thought, did anyone really think Albus Nox was gonna win that shit?
What? That was the same thing I said about C9. You can't, no, there's no takebacks.
Actually, alright, that's true. I went with my heart like you instead of my fucking brain. I guess I deserved that, dude. What'd you think of those games, though?
I thought they were super one-sided. Like,
yeah, they were like all fucking, were they all 3-0s? No, they were like 3-1s.
2 3-1s, 2 3-0s. And the 2 3-1s were literally because, like, SKT just started trolling. Like they just like they legit just stopped caring. I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. They picked like they were a lot more loose with their draft. I felt like their level of play was just worse. And then finally, when they lost the game, like, all right, let's take it seriously, guys. Like, come on, which guys just kill these guys fast so we can eat some deep dish pizza. Yeah,
I want some deep dish pizza. So you don't have very much. I mean, I thought the games, yeah, they were basically all pretty stompy. There's nothing really it wasn't like, oh my god, this team's playing better than expected. It was like they're just stomping the shit out of them. They're not even giving them a chance to play.
Yeah, essentially, I thought that the quarterfinals were just a wash overall, really, really one-sided, and I think that means the semifinals should be a lot better.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for the semifinals. So then let's just get right into it. Then semifinals, semifinals prediction. First one. Ace2K versus Samsung. Hard to kill versus Samsung. case you don't know what H2K stands for.
Is that really what it stands for?
That's what my chat tells me. It stands for hard to kill. I refuse to believe that shit. Yeah, I don't believe that's true either, but enough of them spammed it where I'm like, maybe that is true, man. But let's just say that's true for now. But anyways, H2K versus Samsung with topic number 1. My man, the odd one in the top lane, making his triumphant return from retirement. He's been the best Western top lane. Dude, odd one, just when he's on Jace, dude, he pops the fuck off. Like, he is actually, like, when I watched NALCS and I watched Hanser, like, popping off, I was like, damn, dude, Hanser is a beast. I guess Impact started popping off towards the end. But, like, watching this motherfucker just destroy everyone's, like, people don't give him enough credit because they're like, damn, Forgiven with the 1v9. Like, who gives a fuck about Forgiven, dude? Like, this guy is just 1v9ing the game, basically.
His stats are at 10 minutes. He's a plus 22 CS deficit. He gets, on average, which is like, it makes sense, right? He plays Jason to tank matchups a lot of times. But
yeah,
he's actually the most impressive Western top laner. He's playing out of his mind recently. I thought the quarterfinals, I mean, honestly, the competition wasn't as good as, let's say it could have been, but he just, like, popped off on Jace.
Yeah, he's been really impressive, so I'm pretty excited to see how he does versus Samsung. But let's go with topic number 2, H2K, lane to win. I think that if H2K has any chance of winning versus Koreans, it's like exploiting early game, and H2K is probably they're one of the teams where it's just win lane, win game. So if there's someone that can do that, it's H2K. So I won't say my prediction, but I'm liking their play style versus Koreans. What do you think?
I think H2K is definitely the team that lanes to win. Like, sure, they may not team fight as well. Their macro game may not be as good as Samsung. Samsung closes out games, I think, the best of any team. It's not like a strangle like SKT does. It's like they just go for the throat. They just kill you. And they end the game at like 25, 26 minutes. And I think that's really impressive. But H2K, I think, I said before, they have a lot of necessary requirements for them to win the game. They need to be getting ahead early. They have to extend the laning phase for a long time, so they have to do rotational play or macro play. And if they can extend the laning phase to like 20 minutes without getting out of lane, like, it's actually more beneficial for this team not to break towers, in my opinion, because I feel like they just want to stay laning. And especially if Jankos is better than the other jungler, then he could just like take over the game slowly as every one of their lanes win, because all their lanes are phenomenal. Ryu's having like probably the best international showing I've seen from him since he's played on H2K, and definitely one of the best showings he's ever had playing on the team, in my opinion. And everyone else is also looking super good. So honestly, I think it is definitely it doesn't matter that they have to lane to win. They can do it. And a lot of it's just going to come down to if Jankos can control Peanut, because Peanut had like an incredible quarterfinals, and that's definitely the matchup that I'm going to be watching the most to see if Jankos can control the the jungler from Rocks.
Well then,
or no, not Peanut. Holy shit, from Ambition. My bad. I don't know why I said that. Oh, well, yeah.
What do you think that the one bot lane to rule them all, Forgiven versus Ruler?
Oh, I don't know what to say. I think Ruler played.
I think he's well. Whatever. Like, I think Forgiven can definitely win that bottom lane.
Really?
Yeah.
You think he's whatever? I think Core helps him out a lot, and that I do think I give the edge to Forgiven for sure. He's every time I play against him, he just feels like he puts out so much pressure on the lane. Like, he is definitely like a really, really strong mechanical player, and if I had to give between the two lanes, I think that Forgiven edges them out slightly. But they're like the second role I'm watching the closest in this matchup.
Well, then what do you think? How do you think this matchup's gonna go? Because it's basically gonna be if H2K can stomp lane. This is how I'm envisioning the matchup. If H2K stomps lanes and then can like keep it laning and not have to actually do anything team oriented, they could probably win it.
Yes.
But
I
think maybe they could do. I think maybe they could do it again. The top lane H2K is great, Bottom lane's great. Jungler's pretty good.
Oh, I didn't bring this up on our first topic, but Samsung's top lane, which is QV, I'm pretty sure, now I'm a little bit paranoid, it's QV. That guy actually stomped Impact so hard. Like, I've never seen Impact get solo killed multiple times in a row. I think that he's honestly one of the most impressive top laners I've seen at the tournament, and he's playing way better than I expected. I think that top lane is definitely something that, like, all the laning matchups.
Come on, did you really expect C9 to win that shit?
But no, I didn't expect him to win that much, but I thought, like, Impact would just win his lane every time. He won the second game. He put so much pressure that he almost won them the game. But, like, the first and the third games, he didn't play that well. He got outplayed by QB. I think that's very impressive by QB.
Well, you think then top lane's going to be a kind of a stalemate, or?
Ooh.
I think my man Odoamne is gonna clutch it out. I think he's been playing really fucking well. Like,
yeah, he's been playing well. I think if he gets the Jace matchup, he won't make the same mistake. Like the Jace Poppy matchup, where the Poppy gets pressure because he doesn't play that well. That's what happened with Impact. I don't think Odoamne is gonna let that happen. He's just gonna slam any Poppy players on Jace. So
you think it's gonna be mainly pick ban then?
I think it's the live is going to be like how many winning lanes it can win, and I guess for everything, when all lanes are like kind of volatile, everyone is good is playing in lanes. I think that everything looks in the jungle. So in my opinion, it's up to Jankos to win or lose the series.
So how would you? What are you giving this series then?
At first I said 3-2. I thought 3-2 Samsung wins this, and I'm trying to think if I do 3-2 or 3-1 because
I'm thinking 3-2. I think Samsung will win though.
I want to give it as well, but I could definitely see a time where I feel like HUK is also a very momentum-based team. Like they have to play a lot less lower quality teams, but I feel like they have a lot of internal conflict. So when they lose one game, it can cause them to have worse and worse performances consecutively. So because of that, like if they don't take the first game, I don't think they have any chance of being able to close out the series.
So you think if they lose the first game, you think they're just gonna get 3-0?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a 3-0 or 3-1. But if not, it's gonna be a 3-2 for Samsung. That's a very specific prediction, but I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah, I love H2K's playstyle, but that's some solo queue shit. I think Samsung will just. I think they can weather the storm. Like I give them that much credit, dude. So I think it'll be a 3-2. I want to say 3-1 maybe, but. I'll say 3-2 Samsung. All
right, I'll go 3-1 Samsung. Okay.
Man, fuck dude. You took my prediction. Now you're gonna be right. All right, let's go on to the next one then. SKT versus Rocks, the rematch, dude. Let's get into it. Both junglers, dude, playing well. Which one? Who's gonna come out on top, Scar?
Okay, Blank. I gave Blank a lot of shit. Blank and Bengi just get a lot of shit in general because they have to play with like two of the best carriers in the world, and so anytime they don't play up to par, people can give them a lot of crap. I thought Blank played really well in the quarterfinal matches. Like, sure, maybe he wasn't playing against great competition, but he played super well, and I was very impressed. However, like I said before, Peanut's a god, and he like solo carried that Olaf game. I thought Peanut went off harder than Blank went off, and I think. If Peanut can repeat his quarterfinal appearance or performance, in the semis, my bad. In the semis, he's gonna maul this jungle matchup. Like Peanut went off that game.
Well, then, do you think Faker is gonna be walking all over Kuro?
I think this is a really good matchup. Like mid lane, Monty said this. It's a really good champion pool for the world's meta for Kuro. Like he could play Victor, he could play. Varus, he can play like all these other like really meta oriented picks. However, I have to give the edge to Faker. I think Faker is just gonna like.
You know what? After what Faker did to me, I'm gonna give him the edge. I think he's gonna win. I'll give him a slight chance. You know, I was starting to doubt him a little bit, dude. But you know what? He put me in my place, and I gotta say he's an alright guy.
He's actually a monster. Like I play against a lot of mid laners. I mean, this seems really stupid. He's one of the best mid laners I've ever played against. So
yeah, he wasn't the best mid laner I played against, but he was like, you know what, this guy's got potential.
This guy's got potential. Could be the next North American talent.
It could be the next world champion. Maybe.
I want to say this. Faker puts so much pressure, he makes his AD carry look good. A lot of people think Bang is the best AD in the game, or at Worlds, or arguable top 2, top 3.
Yeah, I played against Bang and Solo Queue, man. That was a fucking classic. I love that shit. I think Bang is... Dude, when I played against Faker, and then when I played against Bang, it was like night and fucking day, dude. Like, I was like, wow, Faker's just sidestepping all my fucking ability. This guy's crazy, dude. And then I played against Bang, and it was like, this guy's walking into all my Ezreal Qs, and I just killed him again. Oh, he just died. Okay, I think he's just feeding now.
Maybe you had a very pointed opinion, but I think, if anything, if that's your opinion on the player, you should know he looks like one of the best ADs in the world, and that's because Faker can draw so much pressure. Like, so much pressure. In every team fight, you have to kill Faker, because if you don't, he's wiping your team. So because he creates so much space, like, I think he opens up his AD carry to perform very well. And so everyone who thinks Bang's a great player, a lot of it's off the back of Faker creating great pressure.
Yeah. So what do you think then, Gorilla and Prey? You think they can contain Bang so he doesn't bang?
I think in lane, yeah, they can. They definitely can. Wolf, I don't think is as good in lane as Gorilla. But again, in team fighting, it's gonna be a lot different because I think Bang team fights like a god, and he works with Faker super well in the rest of this team. So I'm sure Gorilla and Prey can get a laning lead. A lot of it's going to just come down to where I feel like I say this on every matchup, the junglers, man, who is going to go off?
Dude, it was like our topic, man. We were talking about jungle being too damn important, dude.
I think, yeah, especially if it's like so close where the players can be talked about on the same hand, then you just take...
Yeah, this could have been the fucking finals match, man. Like, this shit's probably gonna be the best game of the tournament, honestly.
Yeah, this is probably gonna be the best series in the tournament. I definitely think that it'll be down to the junglers who performs well. Top lane, I think is kind of a wash. Even though I think Smeb is like better than Duke, I don't feel like it'll be. I don't know. I guess I shouldn't say it'll be a wash, but let's just say I have higher expectations for the jungle match.
Yeah, Duke was having some trouble last series, man. That shit was hurting to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely had like 2 games where he didn't play too hot, but I think both the top laners can't perform when given leads, so it's not a big deal. It's just gonna be up to the jungle to enable all the lanes to do well, and I think that in this edge, I gave it to Peanut, which is why my final prediction is it'll be 3. I gave it to Peanut, but I think the carries on SKT are too good. I especially just think Faker's too good. So I give it 3-2 to SKT.
I'm giving it to SKT too.
Yeah, even though I think they have the better jungler, I don't think it matters because one team has Faker and the other team doesn't have Faker.
Yeah, I'm just doing it for the story, dude. Like, what kind of shit story would it be if Faker gets to the semifinals again, just fucking lose? Dude, you gotta vote SKT to win Worlds, man. That's just how it is, man. Grass is green, the sky's blue, and Faker wins Worlds, dude. So whatever. SKT did. I'm giving it to him 3-2 also, but I could definitely see Rox winning.
Yeah, I can see Rox winning too, but I just think that SKT has like a very unique type of playstyle where they control side lanes very well and they strangle you out. Like, you just can't do anything and then they just choke you down. Whereas like maybe Rox is more like early game, more explosive, and I think they could just be well contained by SKT. Even if the jungler Peanut gets a lead, it's not going to transition well enough into them being able to take the series. But who knows? It gets close enough to where I could definitely be wrong.
Yeah, we both can be wrong. Because at the end of the day, you guys in chat just got to remember, we're only human. We can't predict the future. I can't because I usually get my predictions right. But Scar is only human, dude. So
I predicted you'd lane against Faker, and I predicted the score too.
Shut the hell up.
I'm just saying.
All right, let's move on to the next topic then. Next topic, Discord live Q&A, dude. So come on over, folks. You got some questions to ask on the live question and answer, and we got some answers to give to you. Scar, you got some answers for him?
I got some answers for you guys, dude. Like, why is Cutie Pie such a bad mid laner?
Dude,
why
okay.
Can't you beat Faker on Xerath? It's because he sucks.
Scott, I want you to play Xerath against me as Cassiopeia, I want to see how that goes. Are you willing to play me?
Next time we meet in solo queue, easy. Just
All
tell
right.
me
If I ever meet you at solo queue, Scar, please just send me a message that you're in my game and plays it. I wish you would play that matchup against me.
I'll even go your patented Darksteel refillable.
Dude, you didn't think that was disrespectful?
That's so disrespectful. Why is that? Why do you do that over doors?
Dude, it's because everyone that I lane against, I can smash with it, and then I play against Faye. I was like, you know, this guy. I was questioning. Yeah, I was like, this guy. I've heard he's not bad, but I'm gonna try it and see how it goes. It was a poor decision, though. Little disrespectful. But all right, let's start with the absolute harem jungler. He wants to know, what changes need to be made by Riot to create better champion diversity in the ADC role without bringing back the lane swap meta? I think lane swapping is honestly the only way. Like, if you can't lane swap, you have to win lane, and if you have to win lane, then like Vayne just doesn't win lane. Like, that's not what she does.
I think they could do a couple of weird things, like they can make kills like tower gold, for instance. I think the biggest thing, one of the biggest things, is just make it so tower gold isn't that high, the first tower gold, and that would mean that you don't snowball as hard with an early game lead. I think that's probably the thing that I look forward to the most.
I feel like you'd still like, so.
Oh, it'd be bad.
Yeah, let's say you want to play like Caitlyn. Like, if you really want to play Vayne when it's like a no lane swap meta versus Caitlyn takes your tower. You have no wave clear. You have no way to duel anyone because you're weak as fuck because you got your tower taken early. The Caitlyn's just going to run around, take everyone's tower. You're going to be like struggling to push in the wave one by one. I just don't see how like competitive.
You're not going to win that matchup, but maybe like some of the other matchups that aren't as one-sided as that. Like, if you lose your tower early, you can like slowly crawl your way back.
Yeah, I don't know. I just competitive, like in solo queue, dude, you can play whatever the fuck you want. You want to play Vayne into Caitlyn, dude, I do that shit all the time. Who gives a fuck? But like competitive wise, yeah, unless there's lane swapping, it's just like the players are too good at the champ. Like, they will exploit weaknesses, and you're just gonna fall behind. So yeah, I don't see it happening. Okay, though, let's go on. Okay, Ash Ketchum. This one's directed at Skara.
Ash Ketchum. All right, it's a
question. He says, "Hey William." He's talking to, "Hey Willie. What's your opinion on people aiming to go pro as a job concerning money? Is it worth any scenario to go pro instead of building up a streaming career, considering that person does provide very high level of play?"
In my opinion, you should not go into esports for money. Like you can look at people making big bucks. For instance, my co-host making like fat billions of dollars a day. But for most people, it's not the same. Like, for every success story, there are like thousands and thousands.
Dude, if you want to know, for every success story, scroll down on the Twitch page for League of Legends, and there's that much. Like, yeah, getting into streaming is, I mean, I want to say it's like, if you're good, people will watch. Dude, it's like 90% luck. Like, let's be honest, dude. Like people watch me, but people could have fucking watched like anybody else, man, and it'd be like, oh shit, dude, I guess I just didn't make it. So
yeah, so some people, like, it's really hard now because it's so saturated that everyone has their niche that they used to watch. Like, they watch QD for like funny humor, AD carry. They watch Gosu because he has no cam. He used to only play music. Now he talks a little bit. Before, he used to be like the no cam, chill Vayne player. You know. You watch me for education. I don't know why I said education. And you watch Darius if you want to watch like the guy who is really talks very, very slowly. Like that's what I think about Darius, man. But I think that it's very, very hard to be able to compete with a lot of these streamers because you have to compete in terms of like
there's just so much you have to compete against.
Yeah. It's like finding your niche is really, really hard.
Yeah, like I would recommend, like, I mean, if you're doing it for money, yeah, don't bother going into esports because that shit's it's not a waste of time, but it's like,
it's a waste of time.
Okay, maybe it's a waste. Dude,
Don't
Scar is just going to tell you like it is, man. I don't think it's a waste of time, dude. Like, if you want to go into esports and become the next fucking, like, big thing, go for it, dude. I would say get into pro play because you love the game. That's, like, the simplest reason. Like, if you're going pro because you want to make money, go fucking work at McDonald's because you probably make the same fucking thing, dude. Like, go do anything else.
No, yeah, you do not want to be playing League competitively if you do not enjoy the game, if you're not very passionate about the game, because that passion will have to be what carries you when you start grinding 12-hour days, 12, 14-hour days, because if you don't like the game, you don't like playing the game, you're going to need to be able to play the game to get through those harsh training regimens that all the LCS teams
Yeah, like if you don't have the passion and your team just starts losing, you're in 10th place, dude, that's when it starts to really fucking wet. Because, I mean, honestly... I don't know how good you are, Ash Ketchum. You might be like ranked #1 on the server or some shit, but I don't know how good you are. But you're probably, if you did make it to the LCS, you'd have to grind your way from a bottom tier team. And that's where a lot of people get lost, is that grind from a bottom tier team to a top tier team, because it can be pretty difficult, dude. It can be pretty difficult.
Yep, your drive and your motivation has to be extremely good to be able to make it. And if you don't make it, if you're not at the very top, then if you retire, you're not going to get as much as you could doing anything else.
Yeah. Like if you try going pro and then you're like, you know what, this isn't really working out, I'm going to just do something else, like no one's going to give a shit. You have to make people give a shit. And yeah, again, then it comes down to like 90% luck that people care, and most of the time they just don't. So feels bad, man. But anyways, let's go on to the next question, dude. Basti, will there be a winner/loser show with punishments for the one with the lowest prediction scores? I'm down for, maybe a little trophy ceremony for who has the most.
Oh.
Sky's been picking with his heart so goddamn much, dude. I'm so down for it.
Whoa. My group stage predictions are like all wrong.
Yeah, dude, I'm fine with it. You gotta ask Scar about that one, dude.
We'll go with maybe. We have to figure out a trophy. Maybe some like special graphic that Cutie gets to put above his camera that just has like a golden star. Congrats!
Yeah, I just put a little crown image on top of me, dude. Whenever we're on this thing. I know that. Like, we'll figure something out. Frosted 14, thoughts on Loco Doco getting replaced by Challenger codes? Haven't heard any talks about it since Worlds and preseason.
I talked with him. Actually, I talked with both of them. He's a really smart guy. I think his name is David Lim. I don't exactly remember his last name, but I talked to them a lot at TwitchCon, and even a decent amount after one of the world stops, if I remember correctly. So I think he's a smart guy. I think he has a good idea of what he wants, and I think that TL fans should be happy, because I think Loco will stay on in some way, shape, or form, and that essentially they're just increasing their coaching staff to have like another person that's also intelligent.
Well, so, aren't they just having Loco coach the Challenger team, or is he going to be like doing both?
They're not even doing the Challenger team. So if anything, I think that Loco will be creating content plus, or he might just be working with the new head coach for the team. I think that a combination of multiple people make it really good. Like I think it's very hard to. A lot of teams have had a lot more success when there's more than one coach. Or some people bring in like a strategic coach, and some people can work well with just one coach. But if anything, and even a coach needs like multiple analysts, multiple people to work with them.
Okay. My man Felty, what do you think of allowing coaches to talk to teams during games, kind of like a sixth man that is only a shot caller? I think it'd help out people, but I think shot calling's a skill, and I wouldn't want to like diminish it by having someone that's just like, all right, you go. I don't know. I just don't think it'd be that fun to watch anymore.
All right. Hi. Did you ask this question? I just got like, I'm telling you, like that's terrible. I never want that in league. I think part of this decision making should be a core part of the game. I don't want to have like a person who's just mechanically good and has no brain. Like learning the game, like in-game IQ should reflect itself through the decisions that you make. Not only micro decisions but also macro decisions. I hope to God it never gets to a situation where the coaches can talk to the players during the middle of the game for the entire game.
Yeah,
I think
that would
just
be
a
awful.
really bad idea.
Yeah, because the thing is like some of the games just become so frantic because the comms are just like let's say it's like those backdoor games where it's just one guy split pushing the entire time and then he ends up like ending the game. That kind of shit would never happen if you have a coach that's just like, hey, you dumbasses, go back. It's like that kind of frantic decision making is what makes some games so fun to watch. So yeah, I wouldn't really want the coach to be able to shot call.
Yeah, it's like different because like I think Call of Duty and Halo did it where they had voice comms, but I think for FPS,
I think CS:GO does it too. Yeah. Or they used to.
They used to. I think that. No. I think the CS:GO the coaches weren't allowed in comms, but for Halo and COD, you were allowed to talk while the game was going. It's like one of the two games. And I think that for FPSs it might be a little bit different, but definitely for League, I think that it's something that I don't want to see in the game.
Yeah, that stuff would be pretty lame. Hamster 1991. He asks, Scar, what do you think of Yellowstar retiring?
It sucks. I mean, I feel like he retired, but now he's the head of the esports division of like a big football team. I think that's really cool for him. It's just like a second chapter in his life, you know. I think if you look at his legacy, he's one of the most storied. He's like the second most storied player ever. I think he'll always have that, you know. It always sucks to see people retire, but I think it's just him moving on.
What do you think of people always memeing like, damn, his last like season pretty much ruined his legacy and all that kind of shit?
No, absolutely not, dude. I'm telling you, that guy got to the final season one, like 2-time semifinalist. He won 5 seasons of LCS. Like, there's no way his legacy can be dampened. I think.
You think he's a Hall of Famer if Riot ever made one?
Yeah, he's definitely a Hall of Famer.
You think I'm a Hall of Famer?
No.
Okay. Damn, it was worth a shot.
Maybe as like a special award. Special.
I'll take it. That's good enough.
You can get the special award that Riot would give out.
But then you think his legacy is pretty much it was not touched by
XPK. Everyone on the initial XPK and SOAS are the only 2 people that come close. I think everyone else is not so much.
Damn, why the European players all fucking got legacies? What do we got?
I think you only have a legacy in A League if you're on TSM because they won 2 entire seasons. I think C9, if you're on TSM, C9 or CLG, you can have a legacy. Everyone else,
I want a legacy though, dude.
No one has won except for those 3.
I won the Curse Invitational, dude.
Although we also won IPL 3. Do I have the trophy? Is this it? I think this is no. This is the IPL 4 third place trophy. The IPL 3 didn't even have a trophy. But,
yeah, I don't think they gave us anything for it. I think they just gave us the shitty like plastic check.
Yeah, something like that. But I mean, like, I guess we're winners in heart, Cutie.
Yeah, we won something, dude. I'd want to be on an MVP thing. My man Matra Foxa, he wants to know, why did Riot pick Maokai for the Victorious game? I have no fucking idea. I don't know. Like, there's no way Maokai's a top like pick and low. Like, people like playing him.
I think he's like the 23rd most played champion, so it's not that.
Wait,
bad.
Really?
Yes, I heard that he's actually like played a decent amount.
Wait, there's no way. He's just such a fucking boring champ. Is he really?
I know, and so I heard he's like the 23 most played champion. I thought that was really weird.
That's impressive because there's like 120 champs now, right, or some shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like I would have given it to like someone different. You know, I think that.
Yeah, like maybe Victoria's Echo or some shit, or Victoria's Nar or something like Maokai. Yeah,
I would have even given it to Lee, dude. Lee has a bunch of good skins, but like Lee's like one of the most popular champions in the game. You throw it to Teemo, dude. I don't even care. But Maokai was just kind of random for me.
Yeah, it's kind of random for me too, dude. My man, let me see now. This will be the last one. My man, Captain Brinks. Is there any Katarina players that stand out to you? This is gonna be the final one, Scar. So think about it. Stand out now that TNC no Akuma, the throwback, stopped playing.
They all quit. The only two that are high low in A. There's only one actually. There's two. There's a girl in Masters, so I forgot what her name was. I think it's just like a gamer girl, something like that. She plays Cat, and then there's Cat Life, which I think is Challenger right now, and no one else plays Cat. I think everyone just kind of quit Cat because the champion just never got better. Like it just got worse and worse and worse. Like across like 5 or 6 seasons, the champion just got like terrible. And so like you're only playing it now if like, I don't know, if you're just really feeling. I don't even know. Cat Life's Diamond 2. I have no idea who the highest rated Cat player was. I'm sure if
I feel like that's a champ you only play if you just enjoy, like a masochist, just enjoy self harm, dude. Because that shit is sad.
If I play Cat for 10 games in a row at my LP, I'd probably be the highest rated Cat player in North America, and I think that's pretty depressing, actually.
Yeah, it is pretty sad. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that will conclude the Beyond the Rift segment. Scar, thank you for joining me today on this wonderful show. We've gone through a lot of things, dude. Scar, it's the season's coming to an end, and I just want to say, Scar, you've been a great person to be with, man. This league season's gonna be coming to an end. Next league season, though, we're gonna be coming in strong. Scar, if they want to know where you're gonna be at, where can they find you?
Just follow me at Scar on Twitter, because I'll probably post up anything that's remotely relevant to me on that page. Additionally, you can follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Scara. It's gonna be good. I will be streaming probably a lot during the off season. I've been trying 13-hour days this week.
That sounds like fun.
I actually got sick, like literally sick. Like, today, I was bedridden up until 15 minutes before the show, and after this show ends, I'm probably going to go back to sleep because I have a fever and a sore throat, and it's pretty bad. So maybe I will continue this regiment going after Worlds, but there's a chance I could be streaming a lot more after Worlds.
All right, fair enough. And ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to find me, you can find me here every day at 7 a.m. Eastern sharp to whatever time I usually stream until. But that will conclude Beyond the Rift. You can tune in next week, Scar, Thursday?
Yes, because finals will be at Friday or Saturday.
So you can tune in next Thursday same time as usual. But if you're not sure, and if we're not sure, you can go ahead, follow us on our social media up there, and I'm going to be showing it on the closing screen. You're going to want to go ahead, follow us there. You can see whenever we update you guys on when we're going to be doing our little show right now. But anyways, that's it for us today. Scar, you got any closing remarks for everyone?
I like to shout out our sponsors, Bloody and Discord. Thank you guys a lot.
Bloody and Discord, you guys are fucking amazing. But you know who's even more amazing than Bloody and Discord? No one, because they're the fucking best. Thank you very much. And thank you guys for watching, too. You guys are all right. You guys are close to Bloody and Discord, but not quite there yet. But thank you, everyone. And that's it. We're out. Peace.
What do you think about rapid fire cannon?
Copy that.